Go.
Hi guys, so this is my audience. Hi everyone, my name is Judith, and for today's informational speech, I will inform my audience on how to bake a cheesecake. In showing my audience how to make a cheesecake, I will explain how to properly prepare the crust, create the filling, and bake and cool the cheesecake. I took the time to research professional baking techniques used by experienced bakers. Did you know that the first people believed to bake cheesecake were the ancient Greeks? It is amazing to think that cheesecake dates back to ancient times. According to Irish and Cheesecake, a History 1998, cheesecake has a long and interesting history. And in honor of that history today, I will show you how to make a cheesecake so you too can enjoy a slice of delicious dessert. Making a cheesecake can be simple and enjoyable, and learning how to properly prepare the crust, create the filling, and bake and cool the cheesecake are key steps to making a delicious cheesecake. Today, I will show my audience how to bake a cheesecake from scratch based on the research I have previously done. In showing my audience how to bake a cheesecake, I will explain how to create the crust, the filling, and bake and cool the cheesecake properly. First, we must learn how to properly prepare the crust. The crust creates the foundation of the cheesecake. According to Sugar and Sparrow, in Graham Cracker Crust Recipe 2026, a delicious crust consists of 3 simple ingredients: graham crackers, unsalted butter, and brown sugar. 1 cup of graham crackers is crushed into fine crumbs and then mixed in with 1/2 cup of brown sugar and 4 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter. The ingredients are mixed until getting a consistency similar to wet sand. Once the graham cracker mixture is done, the graham cracker mixture gets pressed evenly onto a spring pan. If you don't have a spring pan, don't stress. A regular round shaped baking dish works as well. However, using a spring pan allows the dessert to slide out easily. The second step in baking a cheesecake is making the cheesecake filling. In the article by Preppy Kitchen, Cheesecake Recipe 2015, it explains that the correct ratio of eggs to cream cheese is vital for creating a smooth surface and a filling that is dense while still fluffy. This is why it is important to use the correct amount of each ingredient, not more, not less. Do not try to change up the recipe. To create the filling, we will need 2 blocks of 8-ounce cream cheese at room temperature, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 3 eggs. When making the filling, it is important to mix the ingredients carefully. Over mixing the batter can add too much air. Adding too much air may cause cracks to form while baking. Bakers usually mix the ingredients slowly until they are just combined. Using a handheld mixture on low speed to soften the cream cheese and sugar is key. Eggs should then be added at a slow speed once at a time. Once eggs are mixed in the vanilla extract and sugar, the sugar can be added. Once mixed, the ingredients can be placed over the graham cracker crust that was previously baked onto the baking pan. Now that we have the filling and the crust in the baking pan, the next step is baking the cheesecake. Finally, I will discuss how to bake the cheesecake. When baking a cheesecake, it is best to use a water bath. According to Sally's Baking Addiction in Classic Cheesecake 2026, a water bath creates a humid environment that helps the cheesecake bake evenly. A water bath involves placing the cheesecake pan inside of a larger pan filled with hot water while it bakes. The oven is preheated to 300 degrees Fahrenheit and the cheesecake is baked for 20 minutes. Once baked, the cheesecake is to be taken out of the oven and placed into the fridge for 24 hours. This allows the cheesecake to cool and harden. When cutting the cheesecake, it is best to use a warm knife for smooth and easy cutting. The knife can be warmed by running it under warm water and then drying it off before cutting the cheesecake. Now that I have discussed the steps of baking a cheesecake, let me review the process. Today I explained how to prepare the crust and ingredients, mix the filling correctly, and properly bake and cool a cheesecake. By following the correct preparation, mixing, and baking techniques, you too can successfully bake a cheesecake. So the next time you enjoy a slice of cheesecake, remember that behind every creamy bite is a simple process that transforms basic ingredients into a delicious dessert. Thank you.